Hello Seekers, welcome to Puneet's Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. In this video, we're going to talk about March 2020 predictions. There are major shift of few planets that is happening in March. We all know that Mercury is retrograde right now and Mercury will go direct on 10th of March. Jupiter will move to Capricorn in March itself and Mars will also move into the sign of Capricorn by the 22nd of March and Sun is going to make a transit. Venus will make a transit into Aries by the time March comes and Venus will also transition into Taurus towards the end of March. So these are the major planetary shifts that is happening apart from the moon and other planetary movements. So what is there in store for us? Let us try to find that out, and before that do not forget to hit the like, subscribe and share and hit the bell icon so that you never miss another update. And let us proceed with the March predictions. So in the beginning of the March, what we see is that Mercury is retrograde for the first 10 days. Venus finds itself into the sign of Aries and Saturn is in Capricorn. So what happens in this case is that Venus finds Saturn 10th from itself. When Venus finds Saturn 10th from itself, it's like achievement towards love, because Aries is the sign of determination. So March will be a month where you would like to work towards your happiness, work towards your creative side of the life, work towards what you want, what comfort do you want, and it will be more towards passion, more towards executing your hobbies and passion in your life. Good on one side, but what is happening is that Jupiter, Mars and Ketu are together in the sign of Sagittarius. Now this is 12th from Saturn and you can say 9th from Venus. Mercury, however, is retrograde and then it goes back from the retrogression to direct motion and continues its direct motion in the sign of Aquarius. So basically for the entire month of March, Mercury remains in the natural 11th house of Aquarius. How do we interpret this? Now understand again that the load comes to Sagittarius, Capricorn and Aquarius. Venus will also go out of exaltation, so it will be more of a crazy month, a month of determination, a month of self-correction, a month of inner reflection and maybe looking inside what you want from life. This month of March will be more towards laying out the future, laying out the plans for the future and working towards it. How will you execute it? So that is what you should do. In case you want to build something for the future, March is the month which will give you the creative backup. If you are into the creative field, if you are into the media field, if you are into fields of anything which is associated with Venus, this will be a great month for you. What else is that Mars will be crossing Sagittarius to Capricorn, so your energy is getting geared up. So this is more like charging the capacitor, charging the energy, charging the body. So passion is building in, energy is coming in, and now energy wants to execute itself, it wants to act. The concern in this case is if this energy goes out of control, Jupiter goes debilitated immediately towards the end of March, like 30 or 31st of March. Jupiter goes debilitated. It goes out of the sign of Sagittarius and it goes into Capricorn. So in that case, you may quit the wisdom, you may quit like, I don't care, this is what I want and I want to hit it hard. That may be a problem because when Jupiter goes into Capricorn, remember Jupiter will turn back. It will go retrograde in Capricorn and it will come back to Sagittarius. So you should not do anything that in future you may regret about that, and you may have this concern or this particular event in your life, a particular moment in your life that you have to actually reflect back on your decisions that you took in March. And you later think that why did you even went to that certain extent into following your passion or doing anything. So the first advice for the month of March is limit yourself. Accept the limit. It's okay to follow the passion, but you have to be very practical about it. You have to be very genuine about it. You have to be very grounded about it. So you need to ground yourself. You need to be very, very enthusiastic, but in a very practical sense. Next, what you have to observe is that Mercury is also retrograding. Mercury is also going direct in the middle of March. Then Sun will also make its transition from the sign of Aquarius to the sign of Pisces. So from middle of March till middle of April, Sun will be in the natural 12th house sign of Pisces, and Sun will go into the water sign. So it will be more of a dip in the Ganges. The soul wants to purify. So it's like you have to release the energy. You have to liberate yourself. You have to free yourself. When Sun goes into Pisces, Sun cleanses itself, because this is the soul who goes into the ocean. This is the soul who goes into the completely purification mode. Whatever baggage the soul carries, soul leaves the baggage behind, and then it moves into the sign of exaltation. And that is why Sun gets exalted in the sign of Aries, because it does not have any unnecessary load to carry. And Sun can actually start working on ruling things, achieving things. And that's what the March is going to offer you. A chance to rule, a chance to win, a chance to overcome your own battles inside your head. But you have to be very reasonable with yourself and not push yourself to an extent where you think things can go crazy. No crazy steps, no hasty decisions, no unorganized attempts in fulfilling your desire. If things are not happening, just hold on. That means things are blocked in your horoscope. You may take a consultation with an astrologer. You may take a consultation with a professional person of any field that you think can help you. But do take some sort of guidance, because that will help you understanding why things are locked, why things are blocked if they are. When Venus, why I'm taking Venus as a fulcrum is because understand that Venus is right now exalted in the sign of Pisces, and after the exaltation, Venus goes into the sign of Mars. Mars right now is with Jupiter and Ketu. So Mars, like it's elated Mars, it has Jupiter, it has Ketu. So it's like he wants to do some breakthrough, but the future of the Mars is in Capricorn. So Mars in future will try to lay out something right now, try to infuse you with a kind of energy that in future this Venus will use the enthusiasm of exalted Mars, which will obviously happen in April. So whatever happens in March is kind of a precursor to a series of events that will happen in April, May and June. And you have to be very careful about this unique month. This month may pass just like that, and you may not understand the consequence of your action, which will come after 22nd of March, once Mars goes into the sign of Capricorn. Because when Mars goes into Capricorn, Mars is exalted, finds Saturn. Mars will try to bang in because it hits, full of enthusiasm, full of energy. But on the other hand, Saturn will restrict Mars. Saturn will say, why are you doing this? So it will be like a lot of discipline has to be built in, and then Jupiter comes into picture. So Jupiter will become debilitated, which means what? Which means towards the middle of March and towards the middle of April, when Sun moves into the sign of Pisces, the dispositor of Sun is debilitated. So it's a very complicated mesh of planets that is going to happen, and it's a very confusing state. And this is the time exactly where you should not do something risky before taking a valid advice, a valuable advice from a learned person. Because Sun will find its dispositor debilitated, and Sun itself is in a water sign, confidence may dwindle. You may try with full passion and things will not happen. So you'll be like, let me give it up. But that is where you need to apply your brains. Maybe this is not the right time, or maybe your approach is wrong, maybe this is not the right way to go, and that is exactly what you have to understand. Totally depends on your Mahadasha, Antardasha, totally depends on how you want to deal things with it in this life. but the planet's energies are going to be at its peak. Martian energy is going to be sky high. Your blood will rush, the adrenaline will rush, the passion will be at its supreme, and there the Saturn and Jupiter will play the role of dashing your dreams, scattering your dreams, making you realize the truth by asking you to run, but not make you aware of the wall in front of you, and you will bang yourself in the wall, you will crash into the wall, and then you will fall, and there will be pain, there will be emotional disturbance. But if you have taken necessary precaution for the month of March, you will find yourself in a very comfortable state, that you are comfortably cruising, because you know you have the passion, you have this energy, you're just using it rightly. If you use this energy rightly, with a very proportional amount, you will find yourself that March has laid out a beautiful pattern that will flourish as a blossoming flower, maybe in your career or in your personal life in the upcoming months. So utilize March and Mars with a very careful attempt, with a very careful approach, and with a very systematic way to deal with life, to deal with planets. So guys, that was my analysis for the month of March 2020. More videos coming soon. The second episode for the Astro Learning series will be uploaded very soon. So stay tuned, and do not forget to hit like, subscribe and share, and hit the bell icon so that you never miss another update. And if you want to follow me on Twitter for quick updates on astrology, you can find the Twitter link below. My Instagram and other social media links are below. You can follow me if you want for other different takes on astrology.